Let's go find Ori.
Ah, good day, my friend. I'm glad you're here. I trust things fare well.
Yes, I'm sorry I'm a bit late, but and the voyage was as a long but
Excellent.
uneventful.
Well, let me give you the 10 Septem tour then. This building was once called Magnerian Hall, and it was the site of a Temple of Talos, built before the Grand Temple here in Solitude. It is now named Dragonborn Gallery, named for the ancient legends of the Nordic people of Skyrim, where the museum makes its home. To your right is the reception hall and staff barracks. To the left, the library, where I do most of my work. Through the library, you will find your way to the armories upstairs and the Dragonborn Hall, where various relevant displays will be built, heralding more of your accomplishments. Up ahead, you will find the main gallery, which I call the Hall of Heroes. There are 4 connecting hallways that all lead to the Daedric Gallery, the Hall of Lost Empires, the Gallery of Natural Science, the Hall of Oddities, and the one that leads to the Upper Gallery, which is an extension of the Hall of Heroes. As you can see, I've already been fast at work preparing exhibit plaques in the hopes that you will happen across these relics in your travels. I've done years' worth of research and found that many of the great relics of Tamriel have for some reason gravitated to Skyrim. Perhaps the energies that lie within these relics sense the impending crisis. At any rate, have a look around, and then come talk to me when you're ready to move forward.
The roof is spectacular. And the windows. So, upper gallery.
Oh yes, I almost forgot. I did promise you a room and board after all, didn't I?
You
Here's the key
did.
to the safe house upstairs. You can get to the safe house by way of the stairs outside that run behind the left side of the main entry stairs, or through the hidden passage to the right of the armory door upstairs from the library. Just look for the loose stone on the right. And lastly, I have a few leads for you to get you started as you get more familiarized with Skyrim. Also, this region can be very treacherous with all the frost trolls, saber cats, and the like. The areas to the south may prove a better place to start. First is an artifact I heard is for sale by a general merchant in Helgen named Borgoth. He said he would hold the item for me for a while. So it may be best to retrieve it first. The others, well, the notes will tell you all you need to know about them.
Nothing there. And here we got the shrines. And Kelly got most of them when she was looking for the key to the chest in the temple. But we have missed out on some. Of course, Talos won't be here. And we have 2 more. Let's see. Stenda and who else? Oh, we go see. I can't remember from the top of my head now. I will guide you through this museum as Kelly will walk through it. And we start at the first place, the upper gallery, and we will place those relics we have found and the things we have found so far, which isn't many. So, upper gallery, we have some of the extensions. Here we will have the relics of the Divine Crusader, and we got a sword, so we put that up there. Later on, I will not run through the gallery like this. We get some lunar weapons there. All gods set there. Isgrimor. Dragonmail grass. Acidale's armor and retribution, water walking and such. That's for Solstheim. Lord's mail and Deceiver's finery. We will get Hero Solitude. I took walk through the library, the museum the first time, with Kelly as a guide, even if I will see to that you get the knowledge, or part of the knowledge of it. Here in the Hall of Heroes will be artifacts like the Elder Scrolls that will be put in that cupboard. We will get the Dragon Claws, the Dragon Priest masks and such. Here we will get all the standing stones, and they are usable from here. So that is one of the things we will do, go find the stones. We will get all the shrines here and we can use them. This is one of my favorite rooms, Hall of Oddities. Here we will put in most the most funny things and some serious things. We will get coins over here. Old man's lucky coin. See, we'll find that. And we have Queen Freya's sword, pickaxe of the impatient, a Bargrow's great sword. Here we will have things that comes from the Vigilant mod, and I think most things in here are from Falskar, or it might be from let's see. The leash, which I don't know if I'm going to do, but we see. More of the axes and pickaxes and ice. Oh, I didn't go get that. I will go and get that later. Here we have a display of exotic Akaviri weaponry, which we will find here and there. We will get some instruments. We get glasses and things. Here we will have figurines. And here is the place for the candlestick that we found up in the palace. So here we will golden things. We will find some more. Here is a copper exhibit, and you know all the jars of bugs that we can find in Skyrim, they will end up here. So you can see we have a lot of things. I think there are more than 2,500 pieces that we can find all over the place. Here we will get a better exhibition. Now we will get when we get 100 in all thief skills, magic skills and warrior skills. We get something here. Haven't seen it. I haven't gotten that far at any time. These wooden sticks are for hanging paintings that we can either find, steal, or buy. That came from deep down. Buying things, what's that? Here we will get a historical exhibition, weaklings, primal giants, forsworn, and fallen farmer, which I suppose is the white elves. Further down the line, and here is the room that I love the most. It's the natural science. It's the natural science room, and we have fairies, and we actually got one, so we can put up there. We got a fish tank over here, and we got two of those, the jellyfish. And you can see them swimming around there, and I think it's the S.T.E.P. Am I wrong? Probably. Silverside perch then. That it was. So that will be full of fish. Here we will be able to plant some flora. And we will have a display of frostbite carriers, butterflies, wolf and elk. Down here we got a fossil museum, which we won't look at now because there's nothing to look at. Saber cat and bear, and so on and so forth. We even got, for the domestic animals, and here we have the dragons. It's beautiful. And when the dragons, when they come up here, it will be fantastic. And what you need, this is special dragons, and here's a legendary dragon. We need a dragon bone and a dragon scale from that one. Yekrim, we need a dragon bone and Yekrim scale, so that's a specific. Here we will get all the gemstones. So that's it about this room. I think it's wonderful to get down here, especially when it's full, or more or less full, and you can see big parts of Skyrim here. So where next, Kelly? All the daggers, Staff of Magnus, and some other pieces. Here we should have the claws and the masks. I get some different weapons here, and I don't think we've gotten any from Ori yet. Here we get to display when we got onto level 100 in smithing, enchanting and alchemy. And all these alcoves will also be getting displays after we finish them. And then here we have the Daedric gallery or exhibit hall, and we actually do have two pieces to put up here after doing the Sheogorath quest. So we have statues of all the Daedric princes up here, And we will go and put up those we got. So we got a Jigalog sword. I will get my light off so you can see it a bit better. And we will put up it again, because this is a dark place. Here we got the Oblivion, a monument over the Oblivion crisis. And we will have to activate Sigil Stone. Don't dare to do that. We will have the Ogma Infinium and the black books here. Showcased. And the Wabbajack will go over here. Lights off. Back off. So the exhibit alcoves will lighten up when we got something in them. Very neat. I think it's brilliant. As you can see up there. So let's get up and out of here. As I said, I will not run around and place everything by hand. Most of the time. Sometimes I will. It would take far too long. I think we've gotten most of it now, don't we? We have some more here. Hall of Lost Empires. And here, of course, will be the exhibition of Dwemer, Farmer, and White Elves, or Snow Elves. And there's nothing down there right now. So there isn't much to see. Yet. And it would take quite a while before we get there. Here, a Fist of Unwondergolf, Mystic Tuning Gloves, Gloves of the Purist. So, all those special things in Skyrim will be there. And before we get into the library, I have to check if I have that's things. The genie lamp I will not that will be in those golden cabinets. I will let that stay. Oh yes, Pelagius Hippone. We got that, but we haven't gotten that far yet. And nothing else, I think. We got... Oh yes, the amulet of the Wabbajack. Well, let's look here. The attendant hall. And the staff with Ori lives here in the barracks. Down here we got what most people would like to have at home, a wine cellar. And we got a lot of wine racks here. And we got a special reserve of vintages that we will put those very special things like the Argonian Ale and Strosmakai rum. And we can't get our hold on that, so it's solved that we can brew it ourselves. So we have our distillery here. We haven't got the ingredients yet, but we can see here we need wheat and canis root. So we will get that sooner or later. It's always okay to, if back a quest item and such, because we will get the things either way. So, the library. Here we will put all the special books. Song of Pelennor, Brief History of the Empire, A Dance in Fire, The Wolf Queen, Mystery of Talaran. If you played, you come across them. And these are even more special in these cases, in glass cases. And there are a second level. The third level is the same style as this. Here we got a working room for Ori. We got an archaeology workstation. We got a station for display preparations, so that's where we go and click on the button when we want to get the game to store. And we found some money, and I know you're thirsty and you're tired. We got a control panel behind here, and I won't open it right now, but there is one. We can decide if the mannequins are going to be only male or differ between male and female. We can store our supplies for upstairs, and we have a replicable workbench. And right now I don't think there is anything we can do. Oh, we can do Pelagia's hip bone. For that we need 3 bone meal, 2 clay. See? If you get if you lose it, we can do it. So let's get we can look at the different libraries now time, but we got the Dragonborn Hall. And that's special because that will deal with all things that Dragonborn does that has to do with dragons. If I am correct, I don't have to be. It was larger before in the the first version of Skyrim. But then we had the dragon priest things in here too. I don't know what these would be, but I think it will become some kind of exhibit here. And then we got something very, very nice. Tomb of the Dragonborn that we will activate. And we have Hall of Secrets. Here we have quite a lot of flowers, not many of each, but we have quite a lot of them. And I will raid that out of camera. We got some special weapons here. This side belongs to everything that has to do with the Thieves Guild. That one I don't know about. Hand of Glory is around here. We have Goblin Skull, Glamour, Witch Head that you know about, and Pelagia's hip bone, so let's place it there. We will find heads all over Skyrim that we will place here. On this side belongs to the Dark Brotherhood, and here we have to collect the skulls from the ones we kill. Sonafi, Betilt, Enudius Papias, Hern, Lubbock, Decus, Marandrajo, Honoriath, Agnes, Malawil, Helvard, and Safia. And for you who like vampires, you have your own little lair here with blood shrine and coffin. That way you can sleep. Got your throne and some special relics from the vampires and a werewolf pelt. So you got a lot of things here that is secret to the public. And we got over here, if I can go there, we got something that is special to Hersin. So I guess this is the lysanthropic corner. I will read this and we meet a bit later. The deed has been done. I've emptied out the flowers and the mushes and things like that. And we are not going back that way. I think we will go for the secret entrance. If we go down, we get a secret entrance out to Solitude. We will open it so we can see where we are. We have a chain to pull there, and I'm not so sure where we are. Ah, we need to pull it. And we can't get out there. There seems to be something built in the way. Well, that was neat, wasn't it? We have to go and look for that on the outside. We can see on the map, I hope, where we are. So we are here on the back side. So we go have a look later on. Either it's never been used and reported as a bug, or it has glitched out, and that wouldn't surprise me. I got over 400 mods in this, so everything can happen. Using the secret passage upwards will make us end up in the kitchen, and we can use it from this point too by pulling the chain. Here we got our lovely kitchen, and we have, of course, things to pick up. And I will pick up most things, even if I don't need them. I'm a scavenger. Have to admit it. We got 2 ice boxes here. One for raw food and one for cooked food. We got a cabinet for liquor there. So we can put in some of the food. We got apple pie, baked potatoes, bread are cooked food. But we got something else. I think the cheese will go here. Ramatouches. That was not what I was going to do. That is cooked. And that is staying with me. Raw mammoth snout, pheasant breast, rabbit legs, red apples, sack of flour, tomatoes. I think that is all. So let's get the cooked food in here. Apple pie, baked potatoes. Oh, we can get some in there. Like so, and then we want some liquors in there too, as we do have them. Let's get in 4 altar wines, 5 Nord meads, we will sell the rest, and 4 bottle of wines without that. And now we'll see what happens. We have a display here. Got potatoes over there, sweet roll, apple pie and sacks of flour there. We get meat and fish on the table, and we got some fruits in the bowl and bread over there. So, and when we want to pick something up, we only go and grab it. Or we should do. Grab an apple. And we can grab, go like this to see it better. We grab a piece of bread. Maybe one more. Easy peasy. In our safe house, that's where we are a spare room that we can buy things for to get a room for our followers or for kids. There are several racks here where we can put weapons and armor and clothes and the like. We have a living room with a sorting chest and some bookcases where we can put our private books. We have a desk here for notes and journals and scrolls, and then we have our working room. This is lovely. With our own replica workbench, our own archaeology work table. Workbench, grindstone, smithing station with anvil, and pull chain. No, pull chain, don't hide it. With our own smelter. And a lot of storage. We have a soul gem transmographia, arcane enchanter, disenchanting font, soul extractor. I don't really know how to use this because I've never done it. place for recipes, ingredients, potions, poisons, staff enchanter, staves, and our tanning rack and leather craft supplies. I wonder if we have something there to put there. I do think we have some crafting feathers, yes. But that's about it. And leather strips. Nice. But we won't run around and doing those things later on. We will use our sorting chest, so we can see if there are anything more. I will put that broom away. I need it later on. And this is the sorting chest for upstairs, not for downstairs. We sell those. We can put one of the breads away. We will keep those for now. And we don't have many potions. Those two we are going to... Those always to get into the right places. We will sell those and we are going to put those in the right places, and we have nothing extra here. And before we go to sleep, or before Kelly goes to sleep, we will do the parts that remain of the museum and the library parts. See, we went up there to get to the Dragonborn. Oh, I can't remember now. Dragonborn Hall. See? We need some help sometimes. And we got 2 displays here for jewelry. And here we will place amulet of Wabberjack. And if we can, it's not always it works, place it amulet of Talos. No, it's too important to put down. There is a quest with it, but you can see that we got the Wabberjack there, amulet of Wabberjack I mean, and we'll have a closer look at it. But here all the amulets of the divines will be put. And then we got, I think it's the final place, it's the armory. Now I got a steel sword that I want to put in here. But here will be an exhibit of all, or mostly all, of the vanilla weapons and armories. And we will have an exhibit of all the guard uniforms for the different holds. Those we have to collect ourselves, of course. And we will go in here and put up our first the first armors we have had. The one I got now, it's not an armor, but the dress I got now will be put here eventually, maybe, because I can have that all game if wanting to. But when we came, you didn't see that, but when we came with a ferry, or with a ship, we were dressed in relic hunter leather uniform, and we will put that up there. We also had, and we're not going to wait, we are going to get my sword, a steel sword, and we will put that in the weapon rack because that's what we started with and nothing more. Here we have the Redmond women, or maybe we should leave that empty for distress. We should. So we will got our fine clothes there, and here we will put the fine clothes that we had when seeing Shergareth. I thought it was blue, but this is brown, but it doesn't matter. That's what we had on us. And we will keep continuing putting up things, and I don't think there will be many, but we will do it anyways. There are 5 places like this in this armory, so there are lots of space. We got one there in the south, we got one in the west, and we got 2 downstairs, and a transition hall to put up things downstairs. And here are the rest of the holds. And when you become a Thane, those metal thingies up there will hang a flag from there where you are, and show the hold where you are a Thane. Here we got Penitus, Occulitus armor, Imperial light armor, and so on. Forthorn, iron, steel. Now, I didn't get the steel boots that I usually get, or did I? Iron boots, I mean. I did. So we have 2 things that we can put up here, and we cannot put them straight to the display as we can on other places. So we will have to go here to armor storage. We will put in that steel sword and those iron boots. We can't put up that yet as the quest isn't over. We haven't gone back. So now we have the iron boots here, and we got iron sword there. So we will bring back as many things we can to fulfill this collection. And after a while you forget what you have and you haven't, but we will do as good as we can. And with that, I think we have gotten everything up that shan't be sold or used otherwise. We will also read everything, and there are a mod, and when talking about mods, this game is modded by a guidance of a S.T.E.P project of a lady. I'm so sorry, I can't remember your name, but there will be a link in the description. So I only got the mods that are in that guide and nothing else. It's very complete. There are mods that I wouldn't choose myself, but on the other hand, it's fun to test things you are a total stranger to. One of the mods is that you actually learn something when you read things. So your speech skill will go up. So don't be surprised. And here are our is initial note where we should go. We should go to Helgen to see Bargoth and get those urns, Nordic burial urns. We should go to Bleak Falls Barrow and to Silent Moon Camp. So we see the pattern here. We have info about the ferries. And we can read that later. Helgen Reborn, guide we won't start yet. And here is one of the information we got. A warning about an old tower east of Lost Echo Cave. We will go there eventually, because we will go and see if we can get some followers. Not the next episode, but later on, and we will have 2. And it's time to go sleep. So you will have to find your way to the bedroom, Kelly. And it's big. And we got storage here, and we got a lot of things, and you will see more of it later on. But now it's time for Kelly to get her beauty sleep after having a drink of water.